Hey guys, it's Kanisha with Peace, Love, and Happiness. And I was just jumping on here probably to just talk. Whatever comes up is going to come up. One of the things that I have really been grounding and really getting clear on is how to continue to put myself first, no matter what is happening in my relationship, no matter what's happening. That wasn't even the word I was thinking I was going to use. I was going to say what's happening in my life, but apparently we're going to talk about relationships today, y'all. So yeah, whatever is happening in my relationship, especially with like my twin flame or just relationship with life in general, of really understanding that I'm just having one relationship with God. Because God, universe, source, whatever you want to call it, is going to move through every aspect of your life in the way that it needs to be able to reflect to you the lessons that your soul needs to learn. And so a lot of you know that I am on the twin flame journey. I have met my true twin flame, and it is a beautiful unfolding relationship with him. He has taught me a lot about myself. And I always tell people that it is not compassionate to call in your true twin flame if you're not already with them. A lot of people are already with their twin flame and don't even realize it. But they're not always in harmony with their twin flame, which is what we call harmonious twin flame union. And so, one of the things that I have really learned about myself being in a connection with my true twin flame is where I still hold on to what I call toxic programming or just toxic traits and patterns that I just picked up from childhood. And one of those being, and the word toxic might be a little triggering for people, so just we'll go with unhealthy patterns or traits that we've picked up from childhood. And one of those things for me was always putting people's needs before my own, which does not serve me in any type of way, really. It actually takes from me. And I had this belief that if I gave, and really showed people how much I love them, and that they would return that love the same way, which is not true. Had to learn that the hard way. And that's okay. My soul is learning the lesson. Kanisha's learning. And I am understanding that it's actually really okay to put up healthy boundaries of giving from a place that feels good, giving from a place of unconditional love, giving from a place with no expectations or attachment to what I'm going to receive in return. And how this was brought up to me was I was having a conversation with my twin flame, and he made the comment, and he's the only person who's ever called me out on this. Only ever person. And your true twin flame will call you your like deep rooted patterns out, even if they're not consciously aware of that's what they're doing. That is their job. That is what God will move through them to show you places where you either live in fear or that you have not brought love to that space yet. And so your twin flame is here to is essentially a tool to help you ascend, and to really be the greatest version of yourself, and to really live in a space of love in every moment. And so one of the things that he pointed out was that I had this belief that if I loved and did all these things, that I would receive something in return from him. And he was like, you have a motive here. And I was really upset at first. I am not even gonna lie, I was really triggered. I was like, you don't even know me, and blah 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 blah. And I just want to project my upset onto him. And then I took some space and really made the choice to reflect. That's a really important part about the twin flame journey, is having to take full responsibility of everything that is happening in your reality. And even if your twin flame is showing this part of you that you don't like. They're like being an asshole or whatever it is. You have to look at that part of yourself where you're doing that too and take full responsibility, which you can do by implementing the mirror exercise taught by my spiritual teachers, Jeff and Shalia. And there is the whole mirror exercise is in this book. Really has changed my life dramatically. Really allows me to take full responsibility of everything that's happening in my reality, and I'm not projecting my upsets onto everyone and blaming everyone for why I don't feel great. So yeah, so I'll give you an example of how I moved through that. I was like, I am upset that my twin flame thinks that I have a motive, and that he believes that I believe if I just love him, I will get what I want. And so then I turn that around. I'm upset with myself that I have a motive that if I just love myself and give to myself in this space, that I'm going to receive everything that I want. And in a sense, that is true, but I was not willing to look at the place within me that thought that if I give love here, I'm going to get something in return. And that, my friends, is not unconditional love. That is loving with conditions. Yeah, I know. So I had to really look at this place where I thought I was unconditionally loving, and I was not. I had a motive of, I'm going to love here and hopefully get love in return. And that actually did not feel good to me. So I had to make a new choice to do things out of unconditional love and get clear. Am I doing this because I want something, or am I doing this because it actually feels really good for me to love in this space? And I really don't care what comes from it. I just feel guided to love here. And that felt relieving. That felt like I was free to express myself. That also let me know that I didn't have to put attention or given a space that didn't actually feel good. But it also really allowed me to be very present with myself and why I was moving in the direction that I was moving. So I found myself where I would do things because I thought that if I didn't do it, I was gonna lose something, or maybe my twin flame would like go find something better, or that someone else could give something to him that I couldn't give, so that I was going to exert myself and my energy in this place even though it didn't feel good. And that is me taking from me, and in return you will have your twin flame or family or whoever take from you or use you or not love you unconditionally in the place that you desire to be loved, because you're not giving that same energy. What you put out, you get in return. And so it really brought me, it really humbled me. It really allowed me to look at the space to make a new choice to love unconditionally, and to be very aware and present with why I was doing things the way I was doing, and understanding that it was something that I picked up as a child and it wasn't a pattern that I had to hold on to. I can make a new choice there, and it felt really good to make a new choice to love from a place of unconditional love. That's actually one of the 8 keys to your harmonious union, is unconditional love. And that means unconditionally loving someone even if they're not being very kind, even if they are showing up in a space of ego instead of a space of their true divine self. And what I've also learned is that when people show up that way in my reality and it triggers me, they are just reflecting to me a part of myself that I'm holding onto that within myself. Everyone is you pushed out. Everyone is a reflection of you in whatever space they're showing you. It's only God moving through them to show you this place where you can bring peace and deeper love and harmony into that space. And really, you're just going deeper in your relationship with God. Because, like I said at the beginning, all of your relationships is just you having one relationship with God, with the divine, with the universe, whatever you want to call it. I just resonate with God. I've said that before in my videos. And really understanding that your reality is a reflection of your inner reality. And so if you hold on to beliefs that I have to fight for love, or that I give more love than what I get in return, really choose to sit with those and understand, like, where did I pick up this belief? Is this really true? Um, and is this something that I need to continue to live life in this way? And so when I started to make new choices, like love comes to me easily, everyone loves me unconditionally, everyone wants to love me, I started to really experience that within my life, because that was the belief that I was holding on to at the core, instead of the ego false belief of that I was unlovable, or really just getting clear on just the beliefs that I was holding on to, where I believed that I was loving unconditionally because that's what I was shown or taught as a child. Like, if you do this for me, or if I do this for you, you'll do something in return, and that is not unconditional love. And so I was very grateful that my twin flame mirrored this to me so that I could heal this within our union. And as I did that, we were able to go deeper into our connection very easily without it being forced. It unfolded organically in that space. And I'm very aware of, am I giving in this place because it feels good, or am I giving in this place because I want something in return? And really holding myself accountable, which is really what makes relationships flow and expand, is holding yourself accountable, and then being able to gently point out to them when they are not doing something that is out of a space of love. And so yeah, it really just allows us to have a more deeper, intimate, authentic connection with one another when we take full responsibility of our upsets, of the way that we're showing up, of being present and aware of the patterns that come up. And when what my twin flame did was he disciplined me in this space. And I've talked about the difference between discipline and punishment in one of my other videos. I will figure out how to link that above. I have not figured that out yet, but I'll figure that out, y'all. But he really disciplined me in a space of where that means that he pointed something out to me by unconditionally loving me, by not allowing me to continue to show up in that space that way, because it did not serve either one of us in our highest good, which I completely am grateful for. So I hope this video brings some awareness on how we show up and the way that we kind of move through life. And I invite you to really look at, are you loving unconditionally? Are you loving with conditions? And getting clear on how to really start to have healthy relationship, not only with yourself and the people around you, but having a healthy relationship with God and the divine, and choosing to really move from a place of love. All right, guys. You guys take care of yourself. I love you all. Peace, love, and happiness.